Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another admissions info sessions. What is the 411 this week on our campus? More importantly, what's the 411 in the admissions department and recruitment as we continue to prepare for this new class coming in the fall of 2024. We are excited and back and better than ever for another session where today we have some phenomenal information to share with you. We have a great guest who's going to share some phenomenal information about career services and career options that new freshmen and families should be looking forward to. She's going to lay down the entire game plan for you, what she has planned for you, some great connections. And I myself can't wait to take some notes and learn about some of the new things happening in that area. So we are excited again for another great session. You're going to get a chance to meet the whole team once again. They're going to introduce themselves here shortly in a quick 2-minute session. And then we will then jump in with Dr. Nina Talley, who's going to provide the latest and greatest news happening here in her department for career and support services. So we'll do our formal introduction, starting with Miss Ashley, and then we'll work our way on around the team, and then we'll let Dr. Talley do the final introduction as she jumps right into her presentation.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Again, I'm Ashley Holden. I serve as the Southeast Regional Admissions Coordinator. So that's going to be Georgia, Louisiana, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama. So excited to have you all here again on this Wednesday. Can't wait for you all to hear all of the great information Dr. Talley has for us.
You unmute there. I think you unmute Miss Sasha. There you go.
Hail Wildcats. I'm Sasha Holmes, your coordinator of tours and events here at the Great Bethune-Cookman University.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see all your faces again and to the crowd that will be watching. My name is Rodney Allman. I'm the BCU Florida Area Coordinator, and I'm happy to be here again.
And Dr. Talley herself.
Awesome. Greetings, everyone. My name is Dr. Nina Talley, and I am the Director for the Center of Career Success. And I have the honor and pleasure to talk to you today about some of the great things we're doing at the Center for Career Success. I'm better known as the end game lady, and so we're going to talk about the end game at the beginning. So welcome.
Outstanding. Again, guys, as we promised every week, you guys have noticed we've brought in a different expert per area to make sure you guys are getting the latest information from those departments. So Dr. Talley, your department is critical to the whole recruitment process, to the whole vision of what BCU is trying to achieve as we continue to provide confidence for those families that there is a plan in place for every student based on your major with your expert and your expertise with your team. So it was critical, we thought, to have you as a guest to talk about that and provide some details. So can you provide an overview overall of career services, that department itself, as far as the mission and the goals it has for the students coming in as a new freshman or those who are currently here with us at the time?
Absolutely so. Well, the mission of the Center for Career Success is twofold. We help our students and alumni to define a unique vision for their career and life and connect them with multiple dimensional and personalized ways to the resources, people, organizations, and opportunities that will enable students to make the unique vision a reality. Each student has a vision as they come into BCU, and my job is to help them realize that vision and move toward that vision. The second component, the Center for Career Success, is here to help you make the connection between the work that you're doing in the classroom and the world of work and beyond. So whether you're thinking about internships, summer jobs, or work after graduation, the Center for Career Success is here to help you do just that. Can I hear you?
And it sounds like, sorry about that. Sounds like your department provides a wide variety of services to students, different backgrounds, different age groups, of course, whether they're freshmen, non-traditional, etc. So within that conversation, how does that Career Success Department tailor its services to kind of fit that specific student or that specific family based on their needs? How does that work? If I'm a student coming in as a non-traditional 21-year-old freshman, new first-time freshman, What is there a difference between what that looks like for me compared to an 18-year-old coming in?
Absolutely. What we do in the Center for Career Success is an individualized approach. It is not a cookie cutter structure that everyone goes through a process or goes through a specific plan for every single student. We curtail that plan to include their interest. So we do a detailed analysis of the student's interest, what they value in the workplace, what are their skills, or what are their strengths and abilities, what are their motivations, and those things help to define what their direction is going to be. With those type of assessments, I can really get granular with each student and help them understand what it is that they have a vision for and how to be able to get there using various tools based on their decision of direction. So it's a very personalized approach, Mr. DeJust.
No, that's awesome. That's phenomenal. That's exactly what we want to promote to incoming families as we meet them on the road at college fairs, to let them know not only does Bethune-Cookman will do our best to put you in position to be successful in your department, but making sure they're meeting you as soon as they arrive on campus as a new freshman, to get introduced to those ideas and what they have to look forward to over their 4 years here with us. So phenomenal with that plan there. So now, with that being said, what are some of the resources that they have available to them as they arrive here, as far as platforms and different opportunities to join different resources or take advantage of those resources once they arrive here with us?
Excellent question. Thank you so much. There's three major resources that I'd like to mention at this moment. The first resource that I'm going to introduce every student to, and especially in orientation, is what we call ONET. And ONET is a database that's driven by the Department of Labor. And what it does, it has a series, it has two platforms within it. It has one platform that helps a student or person understand what their interests are and values. And so it does the assessment component of it. Then on the other side of that, it'll take those assessments and those interests, and it ties it directly to an occupation that's going to be aligned with you. And that further emphasizes that individualized approach. So that's what we do to help us go around this career development wheel, knowing yourself and being able to have that platform of what is it that I'm good at and what are my interests. And then the second thing that we go through is exploring your options, in which, again, we tie those interests directly to those particular career occupations. In ONET, I'm so excited to tell you about it. ONET, there's no reason why any student cannot know about all the occupations that are out there in the field. ONET will give you a breakdown of what that occupation is, the skills that are needed, the abilities that are needed. It also will answer that infamous question, how much is this salary paying? And second of all, is there going to be a demand for this particular occupation? So those are really, really strong questions that all of our students ask as they come through. The other two tools that I have would be, one is called Focus 2. And what this does, it helps you to look at majors and align these assessments with this major and be able to look at your coursework as it relates to that major, and being able to pull together an academic and career portfolio at the completion of it. So not only do you have all of that road work being done, but now you have a plan that you can have for the 4 years that you're going to be here with us at Bethune-Cookman. And then last but not least, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the end game. And the end game is employment. And so we have a database that we call Handshake. Handshake is a platform that all of our employers, all the industries use. And in this platform, you can search for occupations and opportunities, whether it's part-time, full-time, internships, scholarships. All of that is housed in one area. So the student can do a search on that database, not only when they arrive at BCU, but after as well as an alumni. So that database is kept refreshed. Right now, I believe we have about 45,000 jobs that are posted
Oh, wow.
inside of that database. So it is so many opportunities and jobs that are out here for our students. We have the vehicles to tie them directly into it.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. No, this is phenomenal stuff, guys. If you're a freshman right now or family, this is the kind of stuff you want to hear as you enter into any institution, right? So you want to know that they have a plan for you to succeed, not only in your major, but also to secure that employment or that career opportunity, or whether it's grad school, to making sure you're getting those detailed information coming in as a freshman so you can follow the roadmap and the game plan to make sure you're there and ready to take advantage of those opportunities once they arrive. So Dr. Talley, I mean, it sounds very detailed. Sounds like your team has done a very good job of setting up laying out this foundation to making sure they have those opportunities. But how does your department pretty much collaborate with those employers and in the industry itself to kind of have those opportunities available to our students? What does that look like for you on a daily basis?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I have so many companies that call, put things on Handshake, and that are seeking students on a daily basis. And so what I do is help them make the connection. So as they're going through and matriculating, understanding themselves and skill development, as they begin to connect with their career potential or and do that experiential learning, whether it be an internship or a service learning project. And then at the end, to connect with the company, we do two great vehicles each year for our students, and that is the career fair. Matter of fact, we just had our spring career fair, and we had over 60 companies, and we're talking about major hitters in every industry. So every single major that's here at BCU had employer representation.
That's awesome.
We had over 600 students to attend our career fair. So it was a wonderful synergized, charged event where you could see all of the interplay with students and employers. And as I finished that, the career fair and did the evaluations, our employers were just gave a standing ovation about our students' preparedness, being able to ask good questions, their presentation of themselves, and more importantly, the confidence that they have, that they knew that they wanted something and they knew how to ask the right questions to seek that what they were looking for. So very wonderful turnout. And I believe this was one of our top tiered career fairs.
No, you're right about that. I was there to experience some of that. In fact, we shared some of those highlights during our live with Miss Sasha. She did there as well to kind of highlight that career fair. So that was phenomenal. I think it's what our students were looking for. I'm hoping every senior was there in attendance, but also those underclassmen as they prepare to see what is available and what they have to look forward to. That was phenomenal. So we were there to kind of experience that. It was certainly worthwhile. The vendors you mentioned spoke highly of the experience, the time that they were here. So kudos to you and your team for putting together a great program on that day. So now, with that being said, I know I've seen so many stories. I've seen students bragging about getting a job, getting an internship. Do you have any, recent success story you'd like to share about one of our students who may have gotten a new opportunity, whether it be through employment or internship, that you would love to share with the audience there?
Sure. Well, I work also with our quality enhancement plan, which is better known as our QEP on campus. And that's our institutional program that helps highlight experiential learning for our students. We have multiple contracts with the various organizations to do scholarships and internships with our students. So that's one area that we focus on. That's always a success story. Matter of fact, as we prepare for the summer session in that program, we're going to be taking all of our students to San Diego to the National Career Development Association convention, in which they'll get a chance to really talk and dive into the trends and things that are happening in today's careers. So that is a huge endeavor. That we have industry experts that are speaking to our students on every level. But one particular story that I'd like to share with you. Last summer, we created one of the things that the Center for Career Success likes to do is that getting our students in occupations that they might not have considered before. There are so many things that are changing in this world of work now. And so occupations that you might not have heard about is now in alignment with the skills and abilities and the majors. So being able to offer students those kind of opportunities that are unique. For example, I'll give you two examples. Last summer, we had a program, we call it the Rise Real Estate Program. And so with that program, what we did was we wanted to increase the financial literacy of our students. So we had our students do career development as well as working on their real estate license. And so as a result of that, we had students that have graduated from that program last summer, and they are now a certified real estate agent.
Yes, love
Just
it.
think of the empowerment that does not only to the student financially as they go into the world of work, but with their families and all that are involved. So that was very, very exciting to be able to see those kind of things. And then recently, we have had programs that we're doing. For example, our career fair, we invited the golf industry. So we had PGA here to talk about careers in golf. And a lot of times our students may not understand that industries are looking for all majors across all various fields. And so no longer should we be thinking of careers linear, straight up and down. This is my major. This is what I can only stay in this line. It's very organic now. So in the golfing industry, they have tremendous opportunities for every field that we represent here at Bethune-Cookman. So we had the prestigious PGA here to introduce our students to golf and to do the kickoff for this semester. And it was phenomenal. Students were excited. They had putt-putt in the career fair. They got students that did not get a chance to ever touch a golf club, was able to talk to professionals and be able to experience that. And it was so exciting for them to do so. So that is what we just had for this small spring career fair. Now for the fall, I'm going to give you a little prelude. For the fall, we're looking at doing financial emphasis and theme for this career fair. So the fall, we're going to bring in all the financial industries and the heavy hitters to be able to teach our students about financial literacy, how to research a company to understand how financially secure they are. If you're doing an investment in your occupation, in your education, you want to know at the end will this industry have opportunities for me? Will they have jobs? So you need to check the financial structure of organizations and see if they're worth all the precious talent and skills that I'm getting ready to bring to the table. So that's very important for us. And we're going to do some focus on that for the fall. So I'm just excited to see what the future brings for our students.
No, absolutely. That's some great information, guys. Take notes on that for you incoming freshmen. As you guys are hearing, there's a plan already in place once you guys arrive here to get the playbook and follow exactly what at least being suggested or recommended from the experts to make sure you guys are getting a great return on your investment during your time here at BCU. So now, Dr. T, I'm a 17, 18-year-old in high school. I'm hearing all this information. I'm sitting with my mom and dad, and I'm like, wow, this is overwhelming. How do I get connected to all these opportunities? Now, once they arrive on campus, what does that look like for them from a support standpoint for resume writing and updating my profile and getting acclimated? What does that look like from a support system for a new freshman arriving here? What role does your team play in providing that assistance and guidance for those new freshmen arriving here?
I'm so glad you asked. What we do to support our students, we start first off an orientation. We talk about those tools that I mentioned to help students to understand now that the playing field has changed. And we all know that it's changed.
Yes,
So
that's
now instead of looking for jobs, the old way was looking for jobs from the outside in, seeing who's hiring, what kind of money they're paying, instead of doing it now from the inside out, understanding what my interests are, what my skills are, what I value, and so that you are driving the mechanism for your career and your time here at BCU. So the first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be seeing me in orientation. We're going to be talking about as soon as you land here at BCU, the importance of developing your career and your career plan. Now you're probably saying, well, Dr. Talley, I'm not quite sure what it is that I want to do. And that's fine. We're here to help support, listen, understand, and listen to your heartbeat as far as what you want for your career. So we're not here to prescribe anything. We're here to listen, understand what it is, and give the guidance and direction. So freshmen, as they come in the door meeting me, they should be working with me. Not only freshmen, we're laying a foundation, getting to know yourself. Sophomore year, you should be working on exploration, taking it down from maybe 10 or so occupations you might want to consider down to 2 or 3 critical ones, and then begin to really do a deep dive into that career. In your junior year, you should be looking at, now, how can I get some experience behind my belt, whether it be micro internship, live internship, whether it be a service project or a case study project. How do I get some experience under my belt in my field that I want so that I can put those things on my resume? Because that's what they're going to be looking for. It's about performance and looking at those things. And then by this time you get to your senior year, we should have had a couple of internships under our belt. And now that's where the connection lady or the in-game lady really comes into play, and then tie you with the companies that you are looking for in your industry. And so that's what makes us special, is being able to, we already have the ears of the employers. They're already here looking for you as soon as you step foot on BCU campus. And so now, as I'm working with you during the course of the years, then at the end, we're going to make that connection with you and the company. And I have personal connections with them that I will call them and say that I have an excellent candidate. They have these things. And I know that you're looking for this, and we make that opportunity work. And so you'll have plenty of opportunities to connect with companies.
No, again, thank you again. This is very detailed stuff, guys, as you guys are prepping here for this next journey in the next phase of your higher education experience. Again, very happy to have Dr. Talley here with us to share the expertise and the game plan laid out for you guys as you guys are incoming. And for those of you who are current students, what are you doing currently now to prepare to take advantage? So, Dr. Talley, how does your office, what are you guys are currently doing now? I know you mentioned the career fair you guys recently hosted. What should a junior or senior be doing right now? If they have not met you, they've ignored those notices and say, oh my God, I need to play catch up. What would you recommend to a junior or sophomore or senior who you have not met? What should they be doing now to connect, to make sure they're getting the information they need and to not miss out on those opportunities?
They should be connecting with our office right away and finding out. Right now, especially with seniors as they're getting ready to graduate, if they have not came into our office or connected with us, we're doing what we call transition meetings. And so here, before you leave BCU, you're going to meet with me and my team, and we're going to find out exactly what are your interests. Do you have something lined up? If not, then we're going to embrace you, help you get those tools in place, because you're going to need to have a resume. You're going to need to have a cover letter. You're going to need to have some interviewing skills and all of those pieces. And then we'll be able to make those connections with companies for you. But we have to get your tools in your tool belt to get you ready for that. So If you're a senior, absolutely so. Do not leave. We encourage our students, do not leave without having that prime connection with the Center for Career Success. Matter of fact, data and research shows that your success rate is increases tremendously when you have had contact with the Center of Career Success during the course of your tenure at college or university or BCU. The saddest case, and I hate to paint a sad picture, but the saddest case is when we have, if you have a student, and I've seen it over the many years, that has not engaged with the Center of Career Success and just kind of skated through 4 years, never took seriously what they want to do, or have a plan, or never even involved the Center of Career Success. Your conversation changes. When you're getting ready to graduate, all the way up into graduation, the conversation was, how are you doing in classes? How is school going? When you're getting ready to graduate, the conversation is going to change. It's going to be, do you have a job? Do you have a career? And you're going to feel that pressure and it's going to make you realize, my goodness, what have I done to invest in myself to make sure that I am now walking into the future that I want for myself? So we don't want you to get to that point and then realize just before graduation, I've not done anything to help myself in a career. That's the sad case. The happy case is, even if you discover and have never been involved with us until you get ready to graduate, as long as you begin to do it, you got to start somewhere. So that's what my team is here to do, is to help you start to put your anchor in the ground and begin to walk toward that. So it's never too late. I have had alumni come back after they went out to the world of work and said, Dr. Talley, I wasn't prepared. I didn't understand, and I didn't do anything. Now I understand what I need to put in place. And guess what? They come back.
That's it. No, this is awesome stuff. Now, again, guys, this isn't very intentional to making sure we have these plans in place for you. Again, if you don't have Dr. Talley's email, it is Talley, and you'll see that on the screen here shortly. And again, she is located here in the admissions department, right in 618 West International Speedway Boulevard. So if you're a student, incoming or current, please stop by and meet with Dr. Talley and her team to make sure you guys have all the details and the tools you need to get those skills up to date, and your resumes current with the latest and greatest tricks that you guys can have on there, to making sure all your skills are being highlighted, all your achievements are being highlighted, to make sure you're taking full advantage of those opportunities with those employers as they are seeking the best and the brightest. We want to make sure that you guys are already doing your part. Now let's make sure we promote that, and we're connecting you with the right companies that are looking for you already. So very intentional steps, making sure you guys have a smooth transition here into BCU for this next phase. Now, finally here, Dr. Talley, how does your department measure your own success within your area? What does that look like from an evaluation standpoint? Is it percentage of students who are getting those opportunities? How do you guys view that and manage it? And what could we anyone do to help highlight that or get some assistance with those success stories? Of course, how do you measure your success with what you guys are doing with these students here?
Thank you so much for that question. We measure success by engagement. How many internships? What is our service learning? Ways of what we call experiential learning, to be able to walk out what your career looks like and feels like. And that engagement is what we measure success by. Traditionally, and I'll just be very candidly here with you, traditionally, in our culture, a lot of students have not been exposed to careers. They don't even, a lot of times, know exactly what a career is and what does that entail. So we are very intentional with helping them understand, did I choose the right field? What does the field entail? And being able to measure that engagement. And once we help move that needle of engagement, and then of course the end game is the outcomes. Do you have a position,
That's right. That's right.
and measuring that first destination survey, and being able to do that. That is huge, and that's so important for us to be able to measure that, because at the end of the day, the employers look for performance. That's the name in the marketplace, is performance, and so they'll be able to tell how serious you are with what your credentials look like, what your engagement looks like, and your resume has to feature that engagement when you get ready to go out into the world of work. Last caveat that I'd like to mention too, I keep saying that the world has changed, and it has. For example, resumes. Now, it used to be you could do your resume and apply for a job and be able to submit it. Everything is done online now. And so there's some new sheriffs in town. And what I mean by that, gatekeepers. So when you're applying for a job now, you have to have a what we call a targeted resume that passes the robots. The robots and AI now look at your resume and they equate how many skills and competencies you have as it pertains to that job description. If you are not working with us to know what your skills and competencies, how to extract that from a job description, then that puts you at a disadvantage when you're creating your resume. No longer is there such a thing as a template. You should not never use a template for building your resume. It should be something that you created on a Word document that has specific items, and our office will help you go through that so that you can be guaranteed that you can pass to an employer. And we have a tool that we use in the office called Job Scan. And this Job Scan is the AI that helps you to understand, will this resume, when I submit it, will it pass those AI robots? And that's the kind of help and support you need in this marketplace, because everything has changed. Interviewing is digital. Being able to have a digital portfolio to show and showcase your performance in your work is huge. So these are the things that we need to put in place. And this is what you'll be working with our office to make sure that you have those things in alignment. And it's those students that are prepared, that they want something and they're searching and seeking and asking us for that assistance to help them get through some of the things that this day and age is bringing to you, and you don't even know it's there.
No, you're so correct about that, Dr. T. In fact, I was thinking about that last week, just in conversation with a few colleagues about even in our staff, quite frankly, our faculty, that because of this new AI factor, it wouldn't hurt to also visit you to update resumes, whether you are an employee here already, right? Just to making sure everything is current and up to date with these recent changes now. That resume you used 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago may not be ideal today. So that's something I think we all should be taking advantage of, not only students, but also staff, adults, everyone, making sure we're meeting up to the standard as this new expectation with this new AI component. Now we have to kind of be mindful of that and making sure we're not being shorted, of course, taking full advantage of those opportunities, whether good or bad, but at least make sure we're ready for it and we've adjusted accordingly with the market. So this is great information, guys, not just for students, for parents, for staff, even some faculty as well who may need it. I think this department, it serves a great role and a great purpose to the entire community, not only those who are coming in, but those who are currently here with us as well. So this has been great information. As we promised, guys, this is what we're talking about. Staying connected with each and every department as you guys transition and get ready to move over here to Daytona Beach, your new home here. We want to make sure you're meeting all the aunties and uncles, the proper folks you need to be aware of, to know those faces, know those names, know those emails, and know who to reach out to if you are in need of assistance from those departments. And this area should be a no-brainer. If you arrive here on campus, you should all make sure you stop by and meet this lady here with the team at the Talley, so you guys can get used to what they're looking for, what they have planned for you based on your major, for internships, for job opportunities, for scholarships, etc. Please making sure you stay connected to those individuals that will make a difference in making your experience here much, much more seamless throughout your 4 years here at BCU. So this is great and detailed information. So now, um, anything you'd like to share overall as we close out your session here, Dr. Talley, this afternoon, that you want to share personally that you think might be useful for everyone listening this afternoon?
Yes, I want to say this, that the best is yet to come. Your career is your future. So now is the time that you need to start to look. You might not even know exactly what it is that you want, but you know you want something. This is the place to be. Why? Because we help listen to your heartbeat. We listen to your and look at your skills and abilities and help you navigate this world of work and all the things that are out there right now. You can't go at it alone. This is not the marketplace in order to do that. And just as Mr. DeJust has said, you have aunties and uncles here that are invested in your interests, invested in your growth. It'll be a shame not to take advantage of people who really want to see you go forward.
That's right. That's
So
right.
you've got a team here at BCU. Take advantage of your team. This is your community, and we welcome you and look forward to working with you.
Outstanding, outstanding. Thank you again, Dr. T, for a wonderful info session here of again, the latest 411 happening in the Career Services Department. This is, again, the game changer for every incoming freshman, whether you're here or incoming. This is the office, I think, that will make the greatest difference. That's sometimes overlooked, but I think it plays a critical role to making sure you're getting a good return on your investment, especially today. You want to make sure you guys are getting what you came to get, right? Which is getting educated, but also making sure you have that opportunity for life at the college, whether it be graduate school or that career path to go to work. We want to make sure we're introducing you to the right people, making the right connections with you so you guys can take full advantage of every opportunity we have for you here on our campus. So thank you again, Dr. T, with your team for your continued work. And we're here to support in any way we can here in our area to making sure we're sharing the latest and greatest news that they have to look forward to once they get here in the fall of 2024. So now, as we lead into that fall of 2024, we have some phenomenal opportunities still in place for incoming freshmen for the fall of 2024. So if you're a senior, you are still in the decision-making process, there's time to still apply, guys. Visit our website at apply.cookman.edu to making sure you're getting that application in there. Upload those transcripts. Upload a copy of your resume if you have it, along with those SATs and ACTs. Although we are test optional, we still recommend that you submit those scores. We do use those for different evaluation purposes, whether it be through your placement for those first year classes that you guys will be taking with us. So there's time to still apply. Big week this week. FAFSA is now back online with updates. If you need to make an update, if you need to add Bethune-Cookman to the list of schools for your FAFSA, you should be able to get that done now starting this week, moving on for the next few months. If you've already received your SAI report and you have added Bethune to the list and you're waiting for FAFSA, please send your SAI report to our department, financial aid at cookman.edu, to making sure those guys are expediting that process for you, making sure you guys are receiving the necessary information you need to give you a heads up on what you should expect, which will include any merit-based scholarship that you guys are eligible for. Our team has been working very hard to make sure we have that information up to date for you. So if you have not received that info, look forward to a packet in the mail here any day now. If you've been accepted in the last few months, you guys should be receiving that info in the mail very shortly. Check your portal at apply.cookman.edu. This is where you will locate your official acceptance letter. You'll find your ID number. You'll find a way to pay your deposit. So get used to that platform and make sure you guys are getting what you need. We are 2/3 of the way full for our new dorms and new housing here on campus for new freshmen, right? So you guys, it's first come, first serve for preferential housing treatment. So you're gonna make sure you're getting on the ball, pay that enrollment deposit as soon as you make that decision so you can have enough time to secure the housing of preference, select your roommates if still possible. There's time for that so you can have a smooth transition and make that experience your own for sure as you arrive here on campus. So we have the next big event here. We'll let Ms. Holmes talk about our admitted student day, which is the next big thing here happening on our campus, and she'll give you more details about that. You're on mute, Ms. Holmes.
Gotta love it. Admitted Student Day is just around the corner, April 27th. We have exciting programming scheduled for you all. You will be able to hear from the president of our university, our dean of students. We have our student leaders ready to receive you, and we're just so excited for you to be here. So please, please, please go sign up at visit.cookman.edu. Spots are filling up fast.
That's exactly right. So again, guys, it'll be a great day. Something on a Saturday afternoon, guys. So great day. The weather should be pretty nice here in Daytona Beach. More importantly, check out the city while you're in town. I'm going to continue to promote that. That afternoon, after our session, there is a seafood festival that the city of Daytona hosts every year. So not only you get a chance to meet the president, meet the deans, meet our student leaders, take a tour of the campus, have lunch with us. When you're done as a family, you guys can make it a quick stay at the beach here. We're only 2 miles away from the beach. Get a hotel right on the beach. You guys can enjoy that seafood festival happening here in town and get a feel for the town itself, especially if you're traveling from out of state and you're not familiar with Daytona. It'll be a great opportunity to not only enjoy this event, but also connect with some community leaders. Our city manager, who's a Wildcat himself, will be present. So you want to make sure you're getting to meet some of those folks as you get acclimated to this new city, a new environment. And get to know the city as a family, so know where your baby will be enrolling. So again, we encourage you to sign up. Visit cookman.edu and you guys can RSVP. Seats are filling up pretty fast. As we mentioned last week, we had to open up more seating to make room for those who still wanted to take advantage. So please sign up ASAP as we get closer to that April 27th date here for Admitted Student Day. Bring the documents you need to bring for every department. We're going to have those departments present for you, from financial aid to housing, etc. You'll be able to leave here with that award letter. If everything is done, you'll be able to leave here with your housing assignment if everything is done. If you have any shot records or health documents you need to submit, bring those with you on that day so we can submit that to the health department to make sure we have that in place for you. So you don't have to worry about doing that later on in the process. So the goal is, if you're going to travel here, maximize that trip and take advantage of as much of those steps as possible, so you can leave out with a less of a stress in your heart, knowing that you've completed all you needed to. So now just the final steps are needed to making sure you are Wildcat ready here by June 1st. That is our goal, is to get 80% of our freshmen students coming in, or new students, making sure they're Wildcat ready here by June 1st. As they get ready for this summer session. We know you guys have prom coming up, a lot of activities, grad night, senior pictures, etc. Don't let those things stand in your way. So take care of business now, because we want you to enjoy those prom nights and those special events you have with your friends. So take care of business early, so you're not stressing down the line as we get closer to graduation. So
Mr. DeJoe, one more thing before. We opened up our summer tour schedule today. So as of today, I've been getting tons of emails, and we've been getting tons of calls about our summer tour schedule. So if you go to visit.cookman.edu, you can now schedule your summer tours from April 23rd all the way through to July 31st. So go ahead and get those dates in. We're excited to receive you. We do tours 2 times a day at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So go ahead and schedule your tours, but they are available and live on visit.cookman.edu.
Thank you so much, Ms. Holmes. Again, make note, parents and students. Just wanted to give you guys heads up as you guys are planning. During the month of June and July, the university is closed on Fridays. Right, so making sure you guys are planning accordingly. If you are planning to do a tour during the month of June and July, just about every universities here in Daytona Beach and in many counties do not operate on Fridays. So we will have scattered staff on campus on Fridays. However, the university as a whole is usually closed on Fridays during the month of June and July. So if you have that tour request, trying to get it in from Monday through Thursday, there's been circumstances we try our best to work with families and groups who just flew in, happen to be on spring break or summer break, and their vacation, and we try to accommodate as best as possible. But keep in mind, it'll be a different experience, of course, with if the school is closed and just we don't have as much access to certain facilities or deans per se that you may want to meet. So just make note of that as you guys are planning your summer trips or your summer visits to different colleges. Make sure you guys are checking to make sure those opportunities are there for you, that you're going to get to meet the people you're looking for during your campus tour. Mr. Allman and Ms. If you want to share anything on your end, where have you been this week? Where are you headed to next? So for those who are in those areas, can stop by, meet you, and talk to you, and have some conversations about their plans as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon again to everybody watching. The next 3 days, I will be on a recruitment outing once again in the state of Florida. So I know a lot of you guys have probably seen me across the state, and I'll let you a little bit into some insight about where I'm going next. So tomorrow, I will be going to Duval County. Some of the schools I will be attending is River City Science Academy and also William Raines. So if you know that you're in Duval County and you're watching this video, reach out to our Instagram or our Facebook and let us know, hey, I want you to stop by this school. I will gladly come to you and we can talk about next steps. If you haven't already applied, I can also walk you through the application process as well. And for the students at River City Science Academy and William Raines, you want to make sure that you bring your transcripts because seniors, we do on-site admissions. So if you're looking to go to Admitted Students Day, looking to be accepted before that date, I will be in Duval County tomorrow, so let's make sure we put our best foot forward for those Duval students. Now, moving on to Friday, I will be going to Orange County once again. So if you know you're a student in Orange County, please feel free to reach out to our socials. I will be going to Evans High School. Always love going there. Great students, always come prepared. And I also will be going for my first time to Bridge to Independence. It is a private school and it is an academy, but we do have some interest from there. The principal wants me to come out, speak to their students, so I will be going there as well. And also, I will be at Jones High School later that day. But if you don't see your high school on that list, please feel free to reach out. Seniors, if you haven't already applied, please do so, because once I come, again, we do on-site admissions. So if you're looking to get accepted before April 27th, this will be a good time to do so. Finally, Saturday, April 6th, I will be in Pinellas County. I will be going to a HBCU fair at Shorecrest Academy. So if you haven't already signed up for that event, please feel free to reach out to your guidance counselor, get signed up. I will be there. We can talk next steps, your deposit, FAFSA, different events that we have going on, anything that you need to talk to me about. I am attending that event, so please feel free to reach out. Once again, if you know you're at any of these counties within the next 3 days, I will be there. So feel free. Make sure we have our items prepared, our materials, and also we can walk you through that application process as well. So that's where I will be at. Once again, recruiting in Florida. Looking forward to meeting all your bright faces again. And then also looking forward to seeing you guys April 27th, Admitted Students Day.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, Mr. Allman. Again, you guys with the News Connect, please reach out. You have his email, allman@cookman.edu. If you are a student, even if not in those counties and need some assistance from the state of Florida, please reach out to Mr. Rodney, and he'll be your guide throughout the process. Any news happening in the Southeast, Ms. Holden, that you'd like to share with our group about what's happening in your side of the country there?
So hello, everyone, again. So yesterday I actually participated in Promise to Hope College Expo that they had yesterday. Coming next week, I'll be at Riverdale High School, Martin Luther King Junior High School, as well as DM Terrell High School for some on-site acceptances. So again, seniors, making sure you have your actual transcripts on file so that we can get you those admissions decisions for you. But yeah, just continue, like Mr. Allman said, continue following us on our socials. That's where we post most of our information at. You can go ahead and see where we will be at, the things that we have upcoming. And again, my email, holdena@cookman.edu. If you want to see me at a school, please feel free to go ahead and contact me there.
Outstanding. Thank you again, Ms. Holden. And also, by the way, for those of you who might be in the Nashville area, Ms. Narja McElroy, we're going to be hosting an info session in Nashville, Tennessee on April 10th. So mark your calendar if you live in the Nashville area. We're going to be hosting a session there for those interested seniors in the Nashville area. Ms. Ashley had several recruitment efforts in the Memphis area several weeks ago, back during our spring break week, but also in the fall. But of course, now we want to widen that range. So we're covering some of the Nashville population There's been a need to have more HBCU presence in the Nashville area, so we want to make sure we're present for those events, and we're here to share information with you about that. So again, April 10th will be that info session happening in Nashville for all of the Nashvillians there who want to connect and learn more about BCU. Save that date and follow our social media. That flyer will be posted here shortly to continue to update you guys and know where it's going to be, what time, so you can plan accordingly if you want to bring a student or a family there to attend that session. So again, April 10th will be that session in Nashville. I myself, tomorrow, heading out to the Black College Expo that will be held in the city of Chicago, Illinois. So we'll be up there. It's going to be freezing cold. I checked the temperature. It's going to be in the 40s and 30s here this week. So I'm not looking forward to that weather change. But again, great opportunity to head to the Midwest area to remind those families that, hey, you no longer have to be in this cold. If you're tired of the winter, you're tired of the snow and the cold, we have plenty of sunshine and sand here for you in Daytona Beach. So I'm here to kind of share that news and meet with those parents and counselors and principals and students to let them know about the opportunities that their students may have that they may not even be aware of, right? We are a private institution in Florida. Yes, we are 2 miles from the beach. Yes, we are less than an hour away from Disney World. And yes, we do not have an out-of-state tuition for out-of-state students. So in many cases, parents in Chicago or New York and DC are able to actually save a bit of money by leaving their home state to come here to Florida, which is rarely the case where families can actually save by leaving their home state. And this is the setup here we have at Bethune-Cookman University, where we are affordable enough and competitive enough in the market where students can be economical and smart about those decisions economically for them and their families. So again, looking forward to meet you guys there at the Black College Expo in Chicago on Thursday, as well as Saturday. Also, the following week will be in the DC for the NACAC College Fair, which will be at the Prince George County area. We're going to be there doing some recruitment there in Prince George County for those students in the Maryland area. Looking forward to seeing you guys there on next Tuesday on the 9th for the NACAC College Fair in Prince George County. So again, we're going to do our best, guys, to keep you guys posted and up to date and informed with where we are going to be. So if we have any alum in the area that want to come and join us and say hello, we'd love to see you guys and connect with you and share some new information you guys may need to be aware of regarding that process for those who are looking to connect and do some recruitment for us as well. We want to connect you with our Director of Alumni Affairs, Ms. Kimberly Woodard, who will do that, complete the process for you to get you acclimated and certified to making sure you guys are ready to roll to represent us wherever you are, at your church, at your job, at your local communities. Of course, we want to continue to spread the word and be present at every possible event. We love to attend those basketball, football games in your high schools while we're in town, just to connect with those students and making sure we're supporting them not only through the recruitment process, but they're in their daily lives as well. Sometimes that support can make a difference for a student that may see our faces at a basketball game that, you know, their school is actually having that particular day. So this is what we're trying to provide, that level of connection with our students and our families as they get ready to transition over to this next level of higher education, of course, here at BCU. So we're excited to cover every basis. Check your emails, guys. We're going to email you. You're going to receive text messages. We're going to post information on social media. But more importantly, here in the next 7 days or so, you guys should be, for those who have not received an admit packet with your scholarship, that should be coming out to you guys any day now. So continue to stay posted and check your mail. Stay up to date with what's happening so you guys will be ready to go. Also, by the way, if you've also been accepted, one thing you guys want to be checking is your actual Wildcat web portal. Make sure you guys are checking that for updates regarding what you need to be aware of. All right. And also those important dates, you want to save those dates that you guys want to stay connected to. For example, we posted this on our social media page the other day there. Those specific dates from April 1st all the way through August 18th. We have activities that you guys should be saving the date for. Right on the 1st, of course, it started with the Wildcat orientation, which is a required session virtually. So make sure you're getting registered for that, leading all the way up through the entire month of May, what will be happening on each day, navigating the system on the 22nd, academic advising, etc. As you guys are seeing the schedule yourself, please visit our site, take a screenshot of this page here so you guys will know what day to be prepared for what, as you guys are planning your flight purchases for your flight to get here. You can see we have a tentative move-in date here on August 10th. So you want to plan around that time in case you have family vacation to make sure everything aligns with your planning. We want to make sure we provide those dates for you early as you guys plan out your summer vacation to make sure there aren't any conflicts that may conflict with any special trips or cruises or vacation you guys might be doing as a family prior to you guys moving here in Daytona Beach. So make sure you guys staying connected with those dates. We're going to continue to share that information with you as we go through the rest of the summer to make sure you guys are informed with what you need to plan for as a family. All right, so this is what we wanted to make sure you guys got everything you need that you needed. Let me see if there's anything we missed here. Any final word from anyone on the group here that we may have missed? Again, a special thanks to Dr. Talley for being our special guest today. She provided some phenomenal information. I learned some new things myself today about that department. I look forward to connecting and to continue to learn more from those guys as we want to know what's happening so we can share the word. And we're the messengers. We want to bring out the best news to you guys, to your students and your schools when you come to our campus. So we're going to do our best to make sure we're staying up to date with the latest and greatest information in every department. So we're able to share that with you and your family as well. So we're going to, any final word from the team here before we log off for this afternoon?
Nope, I would just say everybody have a great day. Looking forward to seeing the students later this week. Juniors, come prepared. We do have our junior cards that you can fill out. That is our prospective student cards. And so you will receive more information about the school, each major that we have, or anything that you're really interested in. You want to make sure you come ready to fill those out. And for seniors, obviously, you know, your time is ticking, but guess what? We are here for you, and we are here to help you through this process.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dr. T, any final word? Thank you.
Just adding, Mr. Just really quick before we wrap up, that the football team is having Junior Day on April 20th. So if you are interested in athletics and being a part of our football organization, April 20th, you'll be able to meet the football team, hear from the coaches, understand what the requirements are, get a feel of the culture. And then later on that afternoon is our spring game. So they'll be busing all of the athletes over to the spring game. So we're excited to see you. So if you are a junior and you're interested in athletics, primarily the football team, you're going to want to sign up for Junior Day on April 20th.
Thank you for sharing that.
Well, team, I just wanted to say thank you so much for allowing me to talk about the Center for Career Success. One thing I hope that this session really portrayed is how we all work collaboratively together for your good and for to support you while you're here on campus. So thank you, team, for allowing us to be such great partners in crime together with this.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Teamwork, of course. We want to make sure we're all working in conjunction and aligning those messages, make sure we're all speaking the same language. Again, the mission is to educate as many students as possible and making sure you have a plan once you leave here so that you feel like you got something out of the experience, not just getting a degree, but before you leave here, making sure you secure your job or we've helped you get into graduate school. Of course, so those are the goals. Those are my two exciting time of year, check-in and graduation. So we enjoy that. Seeing those guys come in, of course, seeing them go out into the world and be successful in whatever field that's being a part of. So that's what it's all about here. And we all want to work together to make that happen for everyone. All right. Other than that, if there aren't any final words, I'm going to continue again. Thank the rest of you guys. If you are watching this video, please share it with your friends and your family and your friends, or your group list, your friends list. This may be helpful to someone who you may not be aware of. So please share it. And continue to spread the word for what you're looking to do in the fall. We're here to assist you. Please reach out to admissions if you need us for anything in particular. Again, apply.cookman.edu to apply. Visit cookman.edu to either schedule a visit or to register for our Admitted Student Day, which will be held on April 27th. If you mentioned, there are 3 big weekends here happening in April. April 20th, as Ms. Sasha mentioned, we have the Junior Day for Athletics, followed by the Admitted Student Day on April 27th. Followed by our commencement and graduation for our seniors who will be graduating on May 4th. So 3 consecutive Saturdays here in April. We have a lot of things happening over this month. So we want to make sure you guys are staying up to date. And we'll share some information with you guys as well as we get closer to those dates. So again, thank you guys for taking the time to meet with us this afternoon. Thank you once again for taking your time to hear this information, share it with a friend and family, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week, next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back for another session of the info session here in admissions. What's the 411? And Ms. Holmes, who is the special guest for next week? I know we've great. Well, I think you can hear you.
They'll have to check us out on social media to find out.
I like the tease there. So stay posted, stay connected, follow our pages. We're going to post our next guest here in the next day or so, 3 days or so you guys can see who that will be. Could be a surprise, who knows? But definitely check it out so you can see who will be your next guest from week to week. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and Hell Wildcats.